more, because that was my kind of bit of a viral tweet-ish, viral-ish.
Someone named John Miller posted this picture of actress Emilia Clarke, laughing my ass off. Wow, Daenerys Targaryen didn't just hit the wall; she flew into it full speed on a dragon.
Mm-hmm. And well, I mean, like, clearly he was trying to make a joke, which I think was a bit of a missed joke. But I have more of a problem with the cultural aspect of putting like I feel that in our society recently, well, not recently, it's been forever. We put a lot more importance in physical appearance, both men and women, than we do, what's inside. The soul and the spirit is what counts to me. And this kind of like culture has developed, especially now, with women just getting work done after a certain age, and it's just kind of expected of women to get work done after a certain age. Like, oh, like, you got a little bit of a, like, you gotta do a little bit of a tuck, or you gotta do a little bit of a, lift or whatever. It's just always kind of like expected of women to do that kind of thing. And then you see women like Madonna post their pictures, or other women, and it's not that, like, especially celebrities and celebrity culture, it hasn't become the norm. Like, I mean, the Kardashian sisters normalized it, and there's other women that have done that throughout the years, but now it's just become so prevalent that you always see these women after a certain age get work done. And like, I don't want to throw shade at those women. You do what we got to do. You got to, you be happy. If that makes you happy, you do you. I personally think at a certain point you got to stop, and once that breaking point comes, you turn into an alien. Kind of like the way Madonna's like doing that, and it's just like, girl, like, you should have stopped like 10 facelifts ago, or fucking whatever's ago. I don't know what they do anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a prude. I'll make fun of anybody, but I'm just not seeing the joke here. I don't think she looks that bad. I mean, sure, she's not in her typical makeup, hair done, all that kind of business, but what's he poking fun at? I don't get it.
Well, and I think what I have most of the problem with is the idea of the wall, and that's something that just comes up on a regular all the time. Like this term, like, women are hitting the wall after they're 30, and like,
I guess you got a point there in the sense of, like, if there is any kind of misogynistic or true, like, hurdle that women have to deal with, it is, especially in the entertainment industry, I guess, getting older than 30. Let's be real. Once you hit that age, unless you're Julia Roberts or one of a few actresses, you get very few offers after that point. I could understand that. I mean,
let's hear from culture really quick.
I just want to say, first of all, she's still a very attractive young woman. I like the fact that she smiles.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're gonna get smile lines. I don't know if people know that, but your face wrinkles when you smile.
Well, culture, and that's a great point, because even when she was smiling in Game of Thrones, she has one of those faces where, like, when she was super young and she would smile, she would get the wrinkles because she would have the smile wrinkles, and she was super, super young.
She is fully expressive, and the person, this Lord Commander Demogeni here, when he posted this, he said it's about the pictures that you show. So just because it was a bad picture, and I would say that was a bad picture, although she still looks pretty cute to me. I mean, there's a lot of things going on there. There's lighting directly from overhead. It's where her hair is thin because she had an aneurysm surgery, jerk faces, and all the other things that go along with that. Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing about the wall is not necessarily about anything about to do with looks. It's the point in time at which you did, for at least for the red pill guys out there, is that they believe that's the point at which you become less valuable because you're going to be left alone or single because you haven't progressed in your life with men. It's about being anti-feminist rather than necessarily anything else.
In general, though, like, my point about my tweet was the fact that I feel like there's a double standard coming from both sexes, like both men and women kind of talk about, you know, constantly seeing, I see constantly posts about women who have work done and they're like, oh, you know, you look like shit, you know, you're ugly now, why'd you do this to yourself? And then when someone posts a natural looking pic like this, it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna hit the you hit the wall, you're ugly, like, you know. It's just like, well, what do you want? Do you want women to go and get plastic surgery and look plastic, or do you want women to look natural? Like, you know,
Well,
and
what's
it's
funny,
from both, not men, not just men.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
saying
what's
this to both.
funny is this is one of the few times I've seen this in recent years. Usually, it's the opposite, right?
So, Nina, I responded immediately yesterday to your tweet because I live with it every day, right? And this is a real stigma as far as female actresses that age in the business. There's constant upkeep that Romy has to do. Does she want to do it? Hell no. She's a trained actor. You know what I'm saying? Like this
Yeah.
photo is a selfie, more or less. So, you know, for him to like say that she, you know, first of all, Emilia Clarke is amazing. She's a different type of beauty. And you know, she's a global name. Great for her. I think, and she's got little crow's they're called crow's feet, right? When you smile. I have
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them
I have
too.
them too.
you know,
I don't care.
so just going back to that, Nina, I it's like, I'm not trying to sound like a wokoso, but it's like I get the women's plight on this one because I know day to day what Romy's got to do.
Well, and it's
That's
not just
got-
that, Paulie.
that-
It's
well, yeah,
that
real fast.
celebrity culture.
Real fast. It's got nothing to do with the celebrity part. She's got to look like that just so she can audition.
Yeah.
Like she hasn't even gotten the role yet. You know, someone
Right.
talked about, well, you can like you can CGI it. It's like no, I'm talking about people that they're auditioning. They got to look on point. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I'm saying, Paulie, like even more so than that. Like, that's just women. That's like if you have a
True.
job that you want to get up and go to work for, like a 9 to 5, you don't have to be an actress. You don't have to get up to go to auditions. You have to make yourself up. Like people, like women have to look a certain way in order, especially after they pass a certain age.
Absolutely.
You have to. That's part of that's just part of.
But I get where
life.
Paulie's coming from too, because there is a certain expectation, especially when it comes to the, you know, to acting. And
Yes, but the celebrity culture is different.
And there's some people in the chat that were trying to correct me, and they're saying in the 40s. I'm like, yeah, that used to be the case. But Paulie's right. Once a woman hits 30, if you're not an established star, it is tough.
And it's amazing that you get work, because it's like once you hit that age, you don't get work. It's like, talk to me.
And you're always typecast, like, oh, okay, you're past a certain age, so you're this dude's mom, or you're
playing secretary number 2 or some shit.
Exactly. Like it's just you're always playing, like, you know, divorcee, blah blah blah. Like it's like, you know, it's very annoying. Like I understand that culture. I get it.
Really fast, Kronos, I don't want to feed too much into this. Yes, she actually went to Rutgers, a master's in theater, and as a Broadway actor. A lot of these people are, as far as they put years and years and years into their craft. Okay, but I don't want to. That's a
bigger thing here. And again, as Paulie mentioned, and I wanted to add just real quick, this is a selfie. She is holding a mug. It's giving you a message.
Yeah,
you know,
very sweet.
And I mean, what she got attacked for
Do we even know the context of the picture?
No,
like,
I mean,
was it right after like
check.
some therapy or something? Maybe she, because we know that these surgeries and stuff she had gotten weren't that long ago and stuff. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think whatever it is, it's a she put it up to maybe, whether it's for her to positive affirming, self-affirming thing, message. It's a nice message, and she's smiling.
Yeah.
But
I just don't see anything wrong with it. My problem was more about, because this is something that I see like almost every day when it comes to women, especially in, like, you know, in Hollywood or whatever. And this term hitting the wall has just become like such a normal thing to hear all the time. And I guess like maybe the joke just went way over my head. Like I was like, I just didn't find it.
Yeah,
I
I know.
just checked the
Me too.
Instagram, her Instagram feed, and the
Mhm.
caption for it says, "Mom got me a mug. I felt it was important to share this newfound wisdom. Use it and reap the rewards." So she's just trying to be cute, just sharing.
And
Like,
her mom probably gave it to her because, like I said, she's been going through all this shit lately and everything like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But again, I mean, this is clipped. Somebody clipped it on their phone. It had her name and just this image. It didn't have any of
Mhm.
the things around it. You know, it's gonna happen. But as far as the wall term, you're not gonna get away from that, Nina.
No.
And again, it's not necessarily meant with a you know, the chauvinistic, from the chauvinistic point of view. It's just if in many cases when people are referencing that, they're just saying, you know, you've made some life choices that are going to leave you alone.
Yeah.
You know, most likely. I mean, because of the statistics, and that's that conversation. But I don't even care about that. What I care about is that they're attacking somebody who all they did was go
Yeah.
there and say happy
Yeah.
message. I mean, I got the happy message from the image. I don't know about anybody else, but
I did too. I did too, Culture. I didn't have any problem. I was
Beautiful
like,
message. Yeah.
I just
Wow.
got-
You want me to bring
Where's
this
your
up?
fucking
Nina?
yeah,
barometer?
because I just want
Like-
everyone to see that she did have brain surgery. Like, you know,
Oh,
this
wow.
is hardcore. Like, she went through
Yeah,
something
totally.
really hardcore.
I mean, the fact that she even resembles herself now,
Mhm.
this is very traumatic sometimes what it does to the human body. when you go through something
Exactly.
like this.
Well, that's what Culture was saying, is that spot on the top of her head that looks like a balding spot is actually
Gotcha.
where she had surgery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I mean, she's in a very limited. She's in tiny little bit amount of makeup too. I'm like, why are you eating this chick's lunch, man? This is not cool.
I know.
Well, and if it makes you feel any better, there's a similar term, and I brought it up already, Nina. It's the dad bod, right?
Mhm.
Like when you refer to guys.
Yeah.
Now, I
somebody-
don't find that as an endearing term.
Some ladies like
See,
the dad bod.
okay.
Some ladies do, but I don't find it as an endearing
I actually have
term
a
to me.
problem with the term dad bod, but because I feel like it's way overused, because there is such a thing as a dad bod, and usually a dad bod happens when you are a first-time father, and usually you take time off to take care of your family and you stay with the mom, and like, you know, you may end up overeating a little bit. That's fine. Like, you know, you're in excitement state, whatever. You know, you may not work out as much because you're taking care of your kid and blah, blah, blah. And that's the dad bod. Usually dad bods go away pretty fast because, you know, your kid's growing up, you're going to run around after them, and, you know, you're going to lose it because you're going to be active. But there is a beer bod, and that's the thing that usually men fall into, and like the beer belly situation. And then they say that's the dad bod. And I'm like, that ain't no dad bod. That's a beer
Nina's
belly.
kind of hitting on what I'm getting at. Is like, I
Yeah,
don't like
I
that
think
it's
we're all saying
more
the
of
same
a
thing.
more of a derogatory thing it's become in a way.
Yeah.
Like, again, I get it. Some women do and like that shape, but like Nina's saying, it's being attached to things, and I don't like it being used in a sense, because to me, we got enough issues right now in America with
Yeah.
white men and dads.
America.
Like, let's not make dads even more of the joke, right? Like, that to me is
Right.
just adding to the pile of
I
stupid,
agree.
dumb,
Yeah.
fat dad jokes, right?
Well,
Like, it just, yeah.
I agree. That's why I said that's a beer bod. Like, everybody was saying that about Jason.
And we never
Momoa. Like,
minded
oh,
being
it's
the
his dad bod. I'm like, nah.
And men never
Well,
minded
can
being
I
the butt
say
of dad
that
jokes.
Mike-
It's just now we become so persecuted. That's all.
Can I